reading. Happy Saturday. In some places, it's already Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well. Happy to be here again. So, I'm going to start off with the collective readings. If you do have a pressing question that you want to ask me, feel free to hit my Cash App. Okay? Uh, Hit the Cash App if you want a question, but I'm going to go ahead and do a collective reading tonight. Come on in, hit that live button as you come in. Let me put my lucky owl right here in the front where they can watch. Yes, Divine Spirit. We'll start off with some angel messages. Let's see what angels have a message for us right now. Which angels have a message? Okay. Okay. Angels, what messages do you have for the collective today? What messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? Fix that. What messages do you have for the collective? What messages does the angels have? So Archangel Michael is here. We have Archangel Michael. Okay, and it says, I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So this is a very important card for Archangel Michael to show up. This is very important. So Archangel, I'm speaking to someone who is trying to make, they're going through some life changes. They're stepping into, their life purpose. Okay. So you have Archangel Michael, who is the Archangel of protection, protecting you along the way. Okay. So we have Archangel Michael here. I also see a lot of purple. So this could have something to do with your psychic gifts are now starting to strengthen and increase. And as you're doing that, you're protected. Okay. Just know that the Archangel Michael is with you. If there's anything that you're going through, you are protected at this time. The next card I have is Desiree. It says, no conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So there's something that you're trying to embark on and the timing is not right. It says no. Things are a little bit cloudy. So it says conditions aren't favorable right now. You need to wait. There's a waiting period. You need to be patient. Look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. And that's probably why Archangel Michael showed up in this reading. Okay. So as you can see, this card is there's a lot of haziness. It's not clear. So maybe something needs to be revealed to you. All the facts about this situation has not been completely revealed to you. So you want to wait. Ask the angels for help. Ask Archangel Michael for help. You also have Bethany. She says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So this might be a time where you just kind of pour into yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. Do something good for yourself, okay? Maybe this is a time where you need to focus on self-care, take some time out to relax. Maybe you've been putting a lot of work in and you're not really taking care of yourself, your health, your mental health. So taking a break, maybe taking some time off if you have PTO hours and You know, go for a massage. Some people might even need to just take something as little as a nap. You know, just be in a peaceful place, and Angel Bethany is here to help. You also have Ariel. It says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So I was getting that with, you know, the Archangel Michael card and all this purples. I feel like someone's psychic gifts are starting to activate. Maybe you are going through some type of spiritual awakening. I could be speaking to somebody who's, you know, going to like the initial spiritual awakening. You might not understand what's happening to you. Maybe your dream life is now starting to be a little bit more, you're having more dreams, you're having more, like you're seeing signs and synchronicities, you're seeing number patterns, you're seeing just different things. So I feel like some gifts are opening up for you, and you need to, you know, maybe things are not really clear, right? You're not understanding it. So when you take time out to care for yourself, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep, okay? Because this card is also giving that needing rest, sleeping. Get plenty of sleep, you know, rest, relax, just be in a relaxing state. It will help you during this period. It would also help give you clarity on things. Archangel Raphael is also here. So we have two archangels. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of healing. So if you were going through any physical challenges, any, you know, you weren't feeling well, you maybe went through some, you know, where you were feeling down or going through like, you know, it could be something serious, it could be something minor, it could be something like a cold or just feeling tired, fatigue. Archangel Raphael says, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So maybe one of these gifts that you have, these spiritual gifts that are coming through, one of them is healing. Okay? You could have a loved one, a family member who's going through physical challenges, and you know, being in their energy, touching them or something like that could send that healing energy. But just know that Archangel Raphael is around and they are helping you heal this situation. Okay? Let's get some tarot cards. Divine Spirit, what else do you want the collective to know right now? What other messages do you want the collective to know right now? Just want the collective to know. What do you want the collective to know right now? A card for the current situation. A card for the current situation. Give me a card for the challenge. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle that they're dealing with? What is the obstacle? And what is the advice? What is their advice, Spirit? Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the gifts. What is the advice? What is the advice? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? Thanks for the gifts, guys. Okay, so I feel like I'm speaking to someone that is definitely worrying and having some anxiety over a situation, okay? I don't know if there's something or someone, you know, that you're worrying about, okay? This is a person that has like, you know, you haven't heard from them. Maybe there's been no contact, okay? So I see someone that has been like having sleepless nights. You're not able to sleep. If you see the picture, you know, they're not able to sleep. They're anxious, they're worrying about something, okay? So we'll go deeper. The current situation you have is the Knight of Wands. So there's somebody that is coming in really fast, okay? They're very like charismatic, very charming. They come in real fast. They take action. They're very action oriented. They're a fire sign. They could be a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo person, right? So they like to come in, they got that red feather on their hat. So they're like a wild, they're swift and smooth, okay? The challenge is the Queen of Wands. The obstacle is the Queen of Wands. So we could be talking about a fire sign female, right? Who is in this Knight of Wands energy. She's someone that is, it's almost like they're the ones causing some type of challenge in your life right now. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius woman, possible Sagittarius woman, or she could have, it could be Aries or Leo, or it could be any other placements in their chart. But they're very fiery, they're very mystical, very sexy, very hot oriented, and your partner, okay, could be dealing with this person. So this person, your partner, came into your life, everything was good, and they left really quickly. There's no contact because this person came between your relationship. The Queen of Wands came in, she's the obstacle. She is the obstacle in the relationship, okay? Your advice is, do not be in this type of energy with the 10 of Wands, right? Where you're all in your head, you're stressing about it, you're worrying about it, you're just making it too overwhelming on you. You see, this person has a headache, they're stressing, this person is like causing you so much anxiety to the point where you're starting to look a little older than your age, right? You're overstressing on this situation. Okay? Your outcome is the Sun, which is the best card in the deck. So Spirit wants you to know that don't even worry that everything is going to work out good. You got the Sun card. You're going to be happy again. Things are going to resolve itself. And also something is going to be revealed to you. You're going to find out something that's going to help you take back control of this situation. That's going to help you be in a place where you have more confidence. This person is not controlling your mind anymore, right? You're going to take control of this situation, stand in your power, and just most likely just become the leader, have more logics, just look at things in a logical way, okay? I see you starting to chisel at something, okay? And this is probably chiseling at yourself and becoming the best version of yourself, focused on your own creative energies, because usually the Three of Pentacles is working with three people, but you see this person is working by themselves. They're sculpting a masterpiece, right? So you're not dependent on this other person to be your source of happiness. Your source of happiness is now coming from you, pouring into yourself, right? So that's what I'm getting with that. So you're stepping into your Emperor energy, starting to do the work on yourself, right? The angel is blowing the trumpet, calling you to step out of your comfort zone and embark on a new journey with the Chariot card. You could be traveling. You could be paying off a vehicle. You could be buying a new vehicle. Okay, but the wheel is definitely turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. The timing is now for something major to happen in your life. There's been a waiting period, right? But there's a fresh new start after a period of delay. Okay, you're no longer sitting around waiting for that person anymore who likes to come in and out, who is entertaining a Queen of Wands person, the lady in the red dress, right? Had you stressing and worrying over that. Had you stressing, you're no longer doing that. You're no longer in this energy. This is the past. This is how you were feeling. You're stepping away from that. You're being advised to no longer do that. It's actually not good for your health. This stress situation, some people could even be starting to get high blood pressure, stressing and worrying about this. The wheel is going to turn in your favor. We have divine timing. Things are moving forward. No more waiting. This person likes to keep you in a waiting position. We don't wait for nobody. We don't wait for anyone. You're moving on to, not waiting anymore, but putting that energy into yourself, right? So I feel like you're embarking on a new journey. You're taking charge of yourself with the Emperor card, standing in your power to be the best version of yourself. So let's get some more messages. Thank you, Spirit. Woo. Let's get some more. What else do you want us to know? What else do you want the collective to know? What else do you want the collective to know, Spirit? Yeah, I'm also speaking to someone who was dealing with some health issues like migraines. And this is from all that anxiety and stress that you were dealing with, right? The healing card is here. Good health is here. Okay? You're going to be feeling wonderful again. There's something about Leo season or a Leo person. Okay? You could have Leo in your chart. You could possibly have Sagittarius or dealing with anybody with those signs. Oh, yeah. So like I said, there was a woman that came in the picture, right? I got young female. She's a redhead here. Or she might have dyed her hair some kind of color. That's in her. She could be a blonde. But this is her energy, the Queen of Wands. See the wearing the red dress? This is the person that was interfering in your relationship, right? So you had to be the Ice Queen, right? The Ice Queen is most likely the Queen of Swords, who speaks her truth and cuts you might have to go ahead and be that Ice Queen, right? And just cut that person out of your life. You got the Ice Queen. There was a lot of gossip, okay, about this situation, right? There was a lot of gossip going around about something involving you, okay? People were talking, spreading lies, just spreading negative energy, talking and gossiping, all right? It was stressing you out. It was overwhelming, okay? But Spirit wants you to know that there's some blessings coming to you with gifts, with the Sun card and the gifts. So at the end of the day, the wheel's going to turn in your favor. You're going to be the one with the, they say the patient dog gets the fattest bone. So there's some gifts coming in for you. I feel like you're going to meet somebody new, okay? A darker male. Doesn't necessarily have to be someone of an African American or a black race, but whatever race they are, even if they're Caucasian, they're gonna have like a darker skin tone to them. They're coming in and they're gonna shower you with all this gifts and treat you very well and make you very happy. So there's somebody coming in that could be your true love. That could be your true love. Make sure that you're not in this Ice Queen energy when that happens, right? You don't want to be cold. You don't want to be ice cold and, try to be more, in a loving way. You might want to look at your friend circle. Your friend circle, your friends, you need to really look at that. Some of you have people in your circle that are not for your highest good. These people, they gossip, they tell your business, right? They put your business out there. Okay? TikTok, something's going on with your live. Let me fix it.
Yeah, we've been having technical issues.
I'm a come out of TikTok and come back in, so don't go nowhere. Hang on. Let me restart it. Okay. Oh wait, don't start it yet. Let me figure something out real quick. Just a minute. We're trying to fix it.
Actually, YouTube, we'll be right back too.
Just a minute, guys. We're having technical difficulties. Let me fix it and we'll be right back in a few seconds.